under Bob, under Tony, well, I don't know. Which means it should also cook your dinner, clean your house, and entertain you as well. Hello everybody, how are you? Happy Friday. Woohoo! I love Fridays. Did I say I love Friday? I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and just, spending a little bit of time with me. I got several of my boxes. They're kind of coming late because today's the 15th. This little guy is my Boxycharm base box. I pay for all of these boxes out of my good old hard-earned money. It is $25 a month and you're getting 5 full-size products. You do get to choose one of your products. I don't know what it picked, as usual. So let's see how this puppy is this month for January. Are they going to start the year off with like a... I do have a card which makes me extremely happy, so I don't have to struggle to find out the prices. And it is Fresh Start. How apropos, my friends. Although it's kind of same month, different year, same month, they just kind of all meld into each other. So, yeah. But I am excited to get into this nonetheless. And the first thing I am pulling out, it just says, oh, alrighty. This is Ciate London, the Velvet Palette. And the outside packaging is that soft, matte, NARS-like type packaging, which just does something for my psyche for some reason. It's so funny. I bought a palette deeply discounted from Ciate London from last year, I think. It was a rather muted but colorful palette, if that makes sense to you, and everybody hated it. I absolutely freaking love the palette, so I can't seem to get into this, which is why I'm speaking to fill up the time. The packaging does not like me. I had to rip the packaging. For goodness sakes. Very pretty on the outside. This is just a matte pink. It's not as soft touch as this outside carton is, which is why I want to keep it. It's nonetheless pretty. I still have no idea what it is. Let me just find out. Ooh. I love the texture of it. Nah, that's just starting right off the bat. And this silver color has jumped out at me. What is an interesting texture. It's not as like bam in your face as I thought. It has more of a cream color texture now that I've swatched it. When I first held it up, I would have sworn that it was silver. It appears that you're going to have several different textures going on. Let's try the gold one that is right next to it. Ooh, wow. Okay, this one was super soft because I squished the pattern out of it. Wow. Okay, these are such interesting textures. It is very hard for me to describe. They feel like such a finely milled powder, and it's so strange the way this like squished out, but yet it doesn't go on my hand thickly. It's a very thin layer of product. I have no clue if my descriptions are making any sense whatsoever, but I'm trying, people. Now this one looks a little less shimmery or glittery. Same texture. Yet they all feel like toppers. It's so bizarre. I'm not hating it though. Let's try the mattes. The mattes have more of a traditional feel and they go on the finger thicker. Now that looks like a gorgeous, beautiful, just soft matte color. I'm loving that. Now this one almost looks like a satin. I think it's going to be mostly matte and it has the same texture as well. It's a matte, but it has maybe the slightest hint of a sheen in it. I mean, it's not going to be noticeable, but it's awfully pretty. And there's a purple in here that's been calling my name. There's that kind of muted, taupey, purplish, undertony, under Bob, undertony, I don't know. Okay, I'm very excited to use this. To me, this is a gorgeous color story that I would grab the palette and immediately know what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking about the deeper skin tones. I don't know how it's going to be, so if there is someone in the comments who can say yay or nay, this would work for me or not, I would love to hear that, and it might help someone else in the comments below as well. It has your 5 mattes and your varying degrees of that glittery sparkliness, but they're not a chunky glitter. That's what I'm liking. They look glittery, but they're more just this interesting shimmer texture. I'm excited to try this. I really am. I wish the box hadn't ripped because I'm such a package sucker for things. The first product is very exciting to me. Okay, this is from Pharmacy, and it is their Daily Greens Oil-Free Gel Moisturizer. I have a little baby of this. As a matter of fact, I've tried several babies of this. What is it with me today and not being able to open things? They have beautiful packaging, quite well made, quite heavy duty. I'm not going to open this now because gel moisturizers, especially oil-free ones, are going to be very lightweight on my skin for the winter time. So this is not something I'm going to use straight away. Also, in case I do want to give it away, I don't want to be ripping packages. I think Pharmacy puts out some really good products. They are not inexpensive. They're up there. So when we get them in this box, I get extremely happy. Next product I'm pulling out is something called Bally Balm, or it's from Bally Balm, and it's Sweet Orange and Coconut Lip Balm. Yum. This is a really nice size tube. I'm kind of happy that it's not in a jar. I'm preferring ones that I can just put on my lips. It's on the clear side. I mean, it has the slightest tint, but it's not going to be noticeable on your lips. It is not as thick as, say, the Bite Beauty Balm. Comes out a little thick, and then it kind of melts into your hand. Now, interestingly enough, I smell a little bit of orange, but I sort of smelled peppermint there for a minute. I'll try it on, but I'm really liking the lipstick I have on, which is from Winky Lux. It's their little baby bullet lipsticks, and so I sort of kind of don't want to ruin that, but it feels very nice on my hand. I think it's going to be really nice. Everyone's jumping on the lip balm train, and I am not mad at them for it. This is from Dr. Brandt. It is their DNA Triple Peptide Eye Cream. I think I'm just finishing up a tube of this, if I am not mistaken. Yes, indeed, I think. Alright, don't quote me because I don't remember. I'm lucky if I remember what I had for lunch this morning. No, well, I would have had it in the afternoon, not in the morning. Oy vey. Anyway, for the most part, Dr. Brandt has very good products. Their DNA brand is one that I enjoy. I loved their neck cream. I will definitely look into these ingredients. If it has peptides in it and they are on the right position in the ingredient list, peptides are really good. It makes my eyes really, really happy. This one looks interesting. This is Esmeralda 2 by Beauty Creations. I think I picked this, as a matter of fact. This is not an expensive palette. Beauty Creations is not, but I have to say that their packaging is quite well done for a rather inexpensive brand. I think maybe I was doing an experiment and I didn't like any of the other choices that I had. Let me just open this. This is interesting. Sorry, what I was going to say before my memory card got full, I was holding up the palette, and I just want you to be able to see this discoloration over here. I don't want to say it looks swatch. It looks like it could be like a manufacturing defect, like in pressing, and also this shadow here. Do you see that? I don't think it's swatched in any way, but I could see somebody, this one too. Just want you to see the texture variation there. And in this one. Honestly, unless I definitely know that somebody stuck their grubby little fingers in there, I'm not going to really freak out about it. Anyway, let's just talk about the palette itself. I think it's a gorgeous, deep color story. It has various textures. I don't think there's any real glitters in here. Ooh. Now, of course, you know, swatches mean absolutely nothing. But, well, this one has a beautiful texture. Ooh, okay, that's this one. It looks blue, cobalt blue when I'm looking at it, and yet it has a greenish tinge, so that tells me it's like duochrome. I don't know what I was saying before. I got distracted by the texture of the shadow. Oh, that's a beautiful purple. Purpley blue. And that is this one here. Oh, I think I was saying swatches don't really tell the tale of shadows. I've had shadows that have swatched beautifully and I've struggled on my eyes, and vice versa.
Okay, what?
It has swatched terribly and it's gone on beautifully. So I don't really judge. I'm going to smudge up this one here that had that little striation in it. Now that one has a bit of a different texture. It's a little bit thicker, where these were a little bit thinner feeling. That's beautiful. Let's try some of the mattes. Mattes feel creamy as well. That's a chocolate. This taupey one feels a little bit dry, but let's see. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yes, you can. That's the taupey one, and that's at that chocolatey brown. They swatched pretty decently, but we will have to see. It's a pretty like maroon color here that I want to try. This one's a little weak at first swatch, although it did go on without really streaking or anything, so I'll be curious to see how that one performs. Hopefully it's not one that will blend away. I think I'm excited to try this palette. Okie dokes, let me throw on my glasses, which I'm not so happy about. Still haven't got my new ones yet. Nonetheless, let's go over everything. The Ciate London Velvet Eyeshadow Palette. It says create molten metal and matte looks with this palette featuring a mix of hypermetallics, soft shimmers, and velvety smooth mattes. It is $30. This is a brand new palette supposedly because it says new launch from Ciate. I personally would probably pay $30 for the palette if I really saw it and really wanted it, but I paid $25 for the whole box, so technically this was $5. Yay me. The Pharmacy Daily Greens Oil-Free Gel Moisturizer. This supposedly contains hyaluronic acid and a blend of phytonutrients known to help clear pores and reduce shine. Okay, so this is more for oily skin types. So I may be passing this along because it wouldn't benefit my skin tone, and if it can benefit someone else's, I would much rather do that, but it's $38. Okay, the Beauty Creations Esmeralda 2 palette. It says that it's named after Beauty Creations CEO. I didn't know her name was Esmeralda. The more you know. They say that it's made for a night out on the town.
I guess they have a sense of humor, huh?
And the palette is $13.99. That's a very reasonable price. Let's hope that it has some good quality. The Dr. Brandt Do Not Age, which is why the DNA, that's where they get it from. The Triple Peptide Eye Cream. They are saying that this addresses everything that could be wrong with an under eye. It's $82. 82, which means it should also cook your dinner, clean your house, and entertain you as well. The Bally Balm Sweet Orange and Coconut Lip Balm. I'm sorry, I just saw the price and I'm like, what? $33. What's in you? It has all really good oils. You know, it's got coconut oil and castor seed oil and kukui nut oil. All really nice things. 33 bucks, I don't know. Did they go and fly to Hawaii and pick them themselves? Who knows? That could tack on to the price. But remember I said it smelled like peppermint? One of the last ingredients is peppermint extract. So I'm not cuckoo. I did smell that. Shocking because my nose doesn't smell. I get less of a scent of the coconut, but 33 bucks I would never pay. Really glad I didn't. So, yay. So let's see if my little tired brain on a Friday night can add these up without a calculator. I like doing that. Keeps the neurons working.
So 30, 38 is 68. Let's make that 14. So 68, 78 plus 4 is going to be 82. Plus 82 is going to be 164. Plus 33, 164. Plus 30 is 194.
So $197. Okay. Now, if you know me, and if you know how I do this. If you don't know me, hi, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you. And if you like me and you want to subscribe, you know, hang out a little bit and then decide, but that would be fabulous. I would love you for it. Anyway, that's a really good value for a box that is $25, but then you have to say to yourself, I paid $25, so each of the products is $5. One, are you going to use all the products? I'm going to use mostly all of the products. If only one product in here is valuable to you and you're going to use it, and that one product is $25, you have to say to yourself, well, would I have gone out and spent the $25 on it? These are really, really subjective, because what's good to one person is not going to be good to another, because we're all human beings with different tastes, different needs, and different likes. So this is how I feel about it. And you may say, I wanted all skincare, so that box is terrible to me. I think you know where I'm going with it. I just try to look at it objectively and subjectively, if that makes any sense at all. Why am I getting so philosophical talking about a box? I don't know, because I guess I just like to analyze things. I'm a ruminator, people. That you should know that. Bottom line is, am I happy with my box? Yeah, I really, really am. I have 2 palettes that are very intriguing to me that I cannot wait to play with. But anyway, I like my box. What variation did I get? I got variation... Hold that thought. She got a crazy number. And a BA at the bottom. I thought the regular ones just had, like, you know, version A, version 2, version, you know, 163,444. Could be wrong. You never know. Regardless, I would like to know, if you guys get the box, what did you get? Because I know there's so many variations. I'm always curious to see what other people got. Now I can go watch my other friends' videos, because I don't like to do the spoilers. And of course, give me your opinion on my box, because, you know, even if we have a different opinion, I still want to hear it, because I love you guys. I value all of your opinions. Well, my friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you guys so much. I missed you for the 5 days that I took off. I'm sorry that I disappeared, you know, life. Please take care of yourselves, guys. Please be safe. Please stay well. And, you know, whatever part of the world you're in and around, I hope you're having an amazing day. Friday. Hope you have an amazing week coming up, and I will see you really soon. I have a few more videos to film, so for now, toodles.